Okay, cool. Kids, thought I was going to bed, but we have to do an update video. Silver coins around the world. Yeah. We love silver coins around the world. And this is the coin that I was talking about last week. Yep. And if you want to get that story, just watch my story about. I did a video about doing a run, where I talked about some stuff. I had bid on a coin, and someone else in the community had bid on it too. I just asked them because I had a hint. I had a notion. Well, they had bid. It went $1 over what they wanted. Now, little did they know, had they bid $4 more, they'd have won it because I was at my max. So my max was a few bucks more than theirs. So, the coin itself is quite rare. It's going to replace a fantasy coin, which I was counting as my Mali entry for my collection. Now remember, the Silver Coins Around the World collection is a growing, shifting thing, right? You always get better coins. So if I get a better coin, I'm going to pull out the coin I have and put in the new coin. So this coin is the new coin. It's a 10 franc coin. It's a proof. It's from the year 1960. Mintage of 10,000 on these. So very uncommon coin. A little toning on the edge there. Got this for $51 with shipping. Yep. I can go ahead and write that on this piece of paper. 51 dinero. Not the worst price you could pay. Generally, speaking, they go for about 60 and up. Occasionally, you'll see one sell for 35. That's the lowest I've seen them go for. We're gonna look it up on Numista so we can see what we've got here. So let me do that real quick while you guys look at the turn and my karambit. Yes. Oh boy. And yeah. How you guys been? Are you watching the price of silver right now, guys? Because if you're not, you should be. $36.59 is the last price I got. I don't know if you guys have looked at a silver chart over the past several years. I've never seen it go this high without hitting 50, but that doesn't mean it will. You know, past performance is no guarantee of future results, so remember that. But the odds of it going to 50 have definitely gone up. If you see silver hit over 40, man, that's a real bullish sign, I would say. Again, not giving investment advice, just throwing it out there. I mean, none of this is a hot take, I don't think. But yeah, we might be seeing a breakout on silver and the beginnings of a bull market that, you know. So here's some on sale. 99, 87, 199. It's not a common coin. It's not one you're going to see a lot of. Silver weight's 0.7234. So I paid double melt. Thereabouts. And it's the same amount of silver as a 5 franc coin from either Belgium, Switzerland, France, and several other countries had the 0.7234 part, but I'm just talking about 5 francs or francs. All right, so let's look at it on Numista. All right, there's our coin. 25 gramos of 90% silver, made in Milan, Italy. So, you know, a lot of these African coins, I do want to say that, a lot of these African coins are not made in Africa. Okay? So, and FG Stacker, since we got the book out, FG was asking me about, it's a different country, but we're going to go ahead and cover it while I got this out. Because I'm going to be putting this back in storage because we're not doing silver coins around the world anymore. So, no reason to have silver coins around the world handy. So he asked me, well, there's no coins from South Sudan. He's not wrong. The thing is, he's talking about checking off Numista. This coin circulated in South Sudan. This is a circulating issue. And so it counts for me. I call it South Sudan. Other people might not count it. And if that's the case, you're not going to get a coin from South Sudan. But I'd rather fill the slot than have it empty. The only coin I can tell you for sure that you can't do that with, or the only country, is Micronesia. Every other country has belonged to another country. So South Sudan has been part of Sudan, right? And so another one he was worried about was Bosnia and Herzegovina, right? Which, you know, Bosnian coins aren't cheap. But you know what are cheap? Yugoslavian coins. And I'm sorry, I didn't do it for all the countries. Like most of the former Bosnian places, I went ahead and got a coin from there. Like Croatia, for example, which I have handy here, so I'm going to go ahead and use that as an example. I grabbed this lovely Dalmatia is the old name, the Roman name for, well, it probably predates Roman naming even, but that was the name of the area, and that's where the name of the Dalmatian dog comes from. So a Dalmatian is actually a Croatian thing, right? Point is, I got coin from there. But when it came to Bosnia and Herzegovina, I went ahead and went with this because it actually says Sarajevo on it. Now, was it minted in Sarajevo? Probably not. It was probably minted in Serbia. But it literally says Sarajevo, which is the capital of Bosnia and Herzegovina. So it's from the Republic of Yugoslavia. But again, it literally says Sarajevo on it. I don't know how much more Bosnian you can get than that. Other than, you know, getting a Bosnian coin. But the Bosnian coins were stupid expensive. This coin cost me, hold on, $14.50. So I'm not breaking the bank. If I see a Bosnian coin pop up, we might be doing another video. But for now, no. Hell no. It's fine. All right. So, you know, you got to do what works for you guys on this, you know, collection. I mean, technically, here, let me show you. Technically, by the way, here's the fantasy coin that I was using to encompass Mali. And it does count. Numista checks this off, so it counts. But I'm going to go ahead and replace it with this coin, which counts no matter what. And now we're done. We're done with Mali. Never again will I buy a silver coin from Mali unless it's under melt or close to melt. Sorry, you know, that's just how this is with a lot of these countries, because a lot of these countries run really high on the prices. Which, but here's another example. Palestine. Okay, Palestine, this is talking about British Palestine, which actually does encompass Palestine now and Israel. But it's not Palestine now. You know, I got this coin from the Netherlands. Now, technically, this one would count, and the reason is it's the same royal family still there. So you would, this one's going to count no matter what. So it's actually a horrible example of what I'm talking about. But this Biafra coin, it is from Nigeria. It was minted or made for Nigeria. I'm not sure where it was minted. But technically speaking, it was for a country that tried to break off from Nigeria. And it's the same thing with my Moldovan coin. It's from a place that tried to break off from Moldova. So, which is an odd coincidence. I didn't do that on purpose. But so you gotta pick and choose your poison on this stuff. Should this count for Kenya? Well, it's definitely Kenya. Here's another example for your silver coins around the world collection, guys. Mauritania. If you go off the Numista listing for Mauritania, there is no coin for Mauritania. You're not going to get a silver coin from Mauritania. But here's the problem with that. This coin is made for the Central, or the African, what is it? CFA, whatever that stands for. It's a bank it's a bank for all these countries. It lists the countries, and guess which country? Niger, Senegal, Togo, Ivory Coast. That is Benin now, I believe. Hold on, I can't remember where they went. These places are no longer countries, but they've been, might be, I'm going to find out for you guys. Hold on. There's Mauritania. Right there. Mauritania. It's on this coin. It literally says Mauritania. This is a Mauritania coin. Numista needs to update that. I don't care. But yeah, this is the only silver coin with Mauritania on it that I know of. Period. I'm going to look up those other two places and tell you where they're at now. All right, well, I was correct about Dahomey. Dahomey is part of Benin. So let me find out about the other spot. Haute Volta. Now you'll want to know this. Haute Volta, right? Which means Republic of Upper Volta, right? I guess in French. This country is Burkina Faso now. And that's important to know because Burkina Faso is a tricky country to get a coin from too. I actually have a couple from Burkina Faso. One of which is actually from this CFA. So there it is, Haute Volta, Burkina Faso. That's what it is. Right? So when the coin says it on there, I don't care what Numista says. It's literally... But I do have another Burkina Faso coin. I have an alligator coin. Well, it's actually crocodile, sorry. Crocodile coin from there. It's a semi-numismatic piece I grabbed. But it's in a big old case, and I don't feel like putting it in this folder. Because it takes up too much space. And I'm not going to take it out of the original case, so that's out. All right. Well, we're all caught up with that, guys. I got to get some sleep. I got work tonight. I want you guys to have a resplendent day. I want you to find all the collectibles of your dreams while you're awake. If you cannot find them, do not blame me. I am trying to find them for you. We're literally filling the globe. Thanks for watching. Comment, share, and subscribe.